Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you again so much for our time together. I want to talk to you a little bit about friendship today. I sat down with my grandfather one day, and I kept calling people my friends. And I was in high school. In high school, you've got 1,000 friends, you know. But my grandfather said, "Davy, those people really aren't your friends." He said, "Davy, if when you die, you've had 5 true friends," he said, "you have lived a very blessed life." Well, as a young high school student, I walked out of my grandfather's house and thought, boy, Grandpa must be lonely. I've got hundreds of friends. But the longer I've lived, the more I've understood Grandpa was right. We have a lot of acquaintances. We have a lot of people who pass through our life. We have a lot of people who, like a river of society, just pass through our life, and they use us for what they want from us, and then they move on to somebody else, and one day they're calling you my very best friend, and the next day you realize they're just like some guy trying to sell you something at Divisoria or Nathan Road in Hong Kong. My very best friend, come here. And you realize you're not their very best friend. You're just somebody they're trying to make money off of. Now, when you understand this, you understand how few real true friends that you're going to have in life, you understand Solomon's wisdom here. He says in verse 10 of Proverbs 27, "Do not forsake your friend and the friend of your father." Do not forsake your friend. Do not forsake the friend of your father. There are going to be times that you're going to have to make decisions. Don't forsake your friend. Don't walk away from your friend. When your friend needs help, stand with your friend. One of the greatest mistakes I ever made in life was I'd made a new acquaintance that I thought was a friend. And this guy was telling me about my friend, and so I said, well, I'll talk to him. So I went and stuck my nose in something that wasn't my business. And I actually believed this new acquaintance rather than my old friend. And I lost my friendship. Now, at some point, you have to realize friends are friends. And those who have been our friends, we don't let people separate us from them. And when they need us, we stand with them. But we don't just stand with our friends. We stand with the friends of our fathers. There are many people that I'm very kind to today simply because they were a friend of my Uncle Lester, or they were a friend of my father, or they were a friend of my grandfather, men that have meant a great deal to me in my life. And I do things for these people, not because they're my friends, because they're really not my friends, but they were the friends of my father. They were the friends of my spiritual father. They were the friends of people who were a father in the faith to me. Now, when we understand these principles, life becomes very easy. There's a lot of people that pass through our lives. There's a lot of acquaintances, just like rivers passing through our lives. Let the river pass. Don't try to hold on to people that want to move on past you. Let them move on past you. Don't get your feelings hurt. Just, life's like a river. Let them move on. But for the people that park in your life, for the people that are true friends, never forsake your friends. And for people that have been true friends of your father, never forsake the friends of your father.